The Summer of Love in 1967 was a truly transformative moment in American countercultural history. It symbolized the peak of the hippie movement, which saw a powerful wave of social and cultural activity. Taking place in San Francisco's vibrant Haight-Ashbury district, the Summer of Love served as a gathering point for countless young individuals who yearned to break free from societal norms and embrace a utopian vision of peace, love and harmony. This romantic summer brought together music, art, alternative lifestyles and political activism, leaving an everlasting impact on popular culture that continues to resonate today. It sparked a heightened awareness of social issues, encouraged self-expression, and fueled an exploration of unconventional ideas. Though only short-lived, the Summer of Love stands as a period that catalyzed unprecedented cultural change and remains a profound symbol of freedom and unity to this day. Now let's take a look at those who populated this historic moment. The Flower Children, more commonly known as hippies, emerged in the 1960s as a response to the social and political climate of the time. Emerging from the socially oppressive times of the post-war, they rejected the established norms and values of mainstream society, rejecting materialism and consumerism, instead focusing on communal living, self-expression and spiritual enlightenment. It would be impossible to discuss the Summer of Love without looking at the musicians that soundtracked the movement. Music served as a key element in the Summer of Love. The themes, sounds and fashions of the groups and individuals such as The Doors, Country Joe and the Fish, The Grateful Dead and more acted as a beacon for thousands of disenfranchised youths across America. Moreover, the major events of the Summer of Love were arguably its music festivals. Arguably, the biggest musical moment of the period was the Monterey Pop Festival, which was a 3-day musical gathering held in June. The festival is often seen as a significant event in the history of music and somewhat of a prototype for Woodstock. It featured performances from renowned artists including The Who, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin and many others. The festival drew a crowd of around 50,000 people and introduced several acts to a larger audience, launching them into stardom. This was followed by the Fantasy Fair Festival, also held in California. It was a 2-day music and arts festival with a focus on psychedelic and countercultural elements. The event featured performances by Jefferson Airplane, Canned Heat, The Grateful Dead. Both of these festivals served as platforms for showcasing emerging talent and genres, capturing the spirit of the 1960s countercultural movement and shaping the future of music. Not only that, but they were organic events organised within the countercultural movement itself. They were groundbreaking events that left an indelible mark on the music industry and popular culture. Some conservatives embraced the countercultural movement and the ideals it represented, such as personal freedom, peace and love. They saw it as a challenge to the status quo and appreciated its rejection of materialism. However, many disapproved of the Summer of Love and viewed it as a threat to traditional and moral values. They saw the hippie movement as promoting drug use, promiscuity and a rejection of authority. They believed that the counterculture movement was undermining social stability and the established order. Conservatives argued that the emphasis on free love and the rejection of the traditional family structures would lead to the breakdown of society and moral decay. They expressed concerns about the long-term consequences of the movement, especially in terms of the impact on future generations. Furthermore, conservatives criticised what they saw as the excessive individualism and self-centeredness of the movement. They believed that the focus on personal freedom and self-expression at the expense of social responsibility undermined community and societal cohesion. Overall, the conservative reaction to the Summer of Love was mixed, with some embracing its ideals and others strongly opposing it. What was the Summer of Love all about, though? Was it an attempt to revolutionise society, to upheave the established orders of the old world, or was it nothing more than a group of young people enjoying the moment? This is an important question to pose. The movement is often characterised as revolutionary in a socio-political sense, and although there were certainly political elements to it for some, for many who were there, it was simply about an alternative way of living. Country Joe McDonald, lead singer of Country Joe and the Fish, remembered, "We did it for fun. The 50s wasn't fun. It was very oppressive, whereas the 60s was like a big party or a picnic," adding, "It was a fanciful bubble, a wonderful time, a creative time." The Summer of Love became a watershed event in the development of a worldwide 60s counterculture, when newly recruited flower children returned home at the end of the summer, taking with them new styles, ideas and behaviours, and introducing them in all the major cities of the US and Western Europe. So although it was no longer concentrated in a small area, it had now spread across the world. While the movement itself began to fade away by the early 1970s, with many of its partakers having to face the reality of going to college, getting a job, or supporting a family, its impact can still be seen in various aspects of contemporary culture. The flower children's rejection of the status quo opened doors for social change and advancements in civil rights, environmentalism, and women's rights. Their emphasis on individual freedom and expression continues to influence art, fashion, and music to this day. Thank you for joining us at Canned History. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more, then like, comment, and subscribe.